Hi, it's Jane, and on today's Healthier You, we're going to talk about the importance of self-care and self-compassion. I know for me sometimes during this weight loss journey, I get frustrated because the weight's not coming off. I want to see it come off. I want my pant size to be smaller. I want to go down a shirt size, whatever it is, and I forgot to take care of myself and to be more compassionate with myself along this journey. And I think sometimes we get in that habit of criticizing ourselves too much, and we need to be a little careful with that. All right, here's the medical disclaimer. Always check with your physician before starting any exercise dietary program. Information here is my personal research into different health topics and is not to be considered medical advice. So, how important is self-care and self-compassion in weight loss? Self-care and self-compassion are crucial components in the journey of weight loss. Often individuals focus solely on the physical aspect of weight loss, such as diet and exercise, without considering the impact of their emotions and mental well-being. However, neglecting self-care and self-compassion can lead to feelings of inadequacy, self-doubt, and ultimately failure in achieving weight loss goals. By incorporating self-care and self-compassion practices, individuals can develop a healthier relationship with their bodies and themselves, leading to sustainable weight loss and overall improvement in mental and physical health. Self-care and self-compassion are key elements in achieving and maintaining that weight loss. Too many times we focus on the physical aspects of weight loss, such as that diet and exercise, and don't consider some of the other things. Self-care is the act of taking care of one's physical, emotional, and mental well-being. This includes practices such as getting enough sleep, eating well, and engaging in regular physical activity. By taking care of oneself, individuals are definitely able to build resilience and manage stress, which can prevent emotional eating and other unhealthy behaviors. Self-compassion, on the other hand, is the act of being kind and understanding towards oneself. It involves being mindful of one's thoughts and feelings and treating oneself with the same kindness and understanding that you would offer a friend. By practicing self-compassion, individuals are able to overcome negative self-talk, develop a more positive and healthy relationship with themselves and their body. When you use these practices to integrate into weight loss goals, you're more likely to sustain changes that lead to long-term weight loss success. They are more in tune with your body's needs, better equipped to handle those challenges and setbacks. And as well, it fosters a sense of self-acceptance and self-love, which can help prevent relapsing and the development of disordered eating patterns. If you have never known someone with an eating disorder, it can be devastating to learn some of the things that they thought about themselves that created this eating disorder. My younger sister was bulimic, and we'd started going to a clinic for eating disorder. And part of the process is you join with everyone else who has an eating disorder, regardless of what it is, whether it's overeating, bulimia, anorexia, you name it. There are a ton of eating disorders. But you join together at a meal. And most of these places that have these clinics have in-house, and then they also have the group that can come in that's not in-house group. But you gather together in the dining room, You eat together. You enjoy social time with each other, talking with each other. You observe each other. And then before you leave the room for your group discussion, learning session, whatever it is, you go around the table and you talk about the foods you chose for that meal, whether you ate, what percentage of it you ate, why you felt you couldn't eat whatever it was, and from there you're actually doing a self-analysis of the food you eat. One of the things they also tell you is to never put your napkin over your food. That is you trying to bury your emotions into that food that you failed to eat. I don't know if I believe that or not, but I do find it interesting how many women will open up their napkin, spread it over their food on their plate when they're going to, when they've finished eating. Just find that interesting. But I will tell you, there was one time at the, when we were eating in the dining hall, they had fried okra. Fried okra is one of my favorites. So I got a serving of it. I ate every bit of it. And the counselor was asking me, why did you eat every bit of it? I said, number one, I love fried okra, and I felt like I deserved it that day, and I ate every bit of it because I liked every bit of it. She said to me, so what are the hidden emotions behind that? I said, I don't think there are any hidden emotions other than it was joy. So we had a little conversation about that, which was interesting. But then we went on. There's a nice little meeting, go into that kind of thing. One of the things about cultivating a self-compassion and an awareness of distant self-talk is that it does help you to understand some of those setbacks and challenges that you're facing. Anyone who's ever undertaken a weight loss journey understands what it's like to make progress towards your goals. And you're excited. And then all of a sudden it seems like nothing you're doing works, that you're giving in. You may see temptation and you want it. So, you're getting tired of choosing less food, tired of having a salad all the time, whatever. Start to feel sorry for yourself. And sometimes we feel like we have failed. So we feel like that gives us license to just go hog wild. But if you are keeping track of what you're doing and you're keeping that self-compassion, you can stop yourself from saying these things in your head. You made a bad decision for that food choice that day, or you didn't go work out. So you may find yourself saying, I'll never succeed. I don't deserve to live at a healthy weight. I'm never going to get thin. I'm never going to lose this weight. That is negative self-talk, and it's not being compassionate with yourself. So that will create an obstacle towards getting to that weight loss. There are a lot of benefits that are associated with positive self-compassion, self-care, and that is that there is an amount of intrapersonal communication that goes on in your head. So your self-compassion has been found to positively correlate with an improved emotional response in the face of a diet relapse or in your behavior changes. Self-talk, what they call distant self-talk, uses one's name instead of I to refer to themselves, has potential as a strategy in helping people to make healthier food choices and mitigating that risk of obesity. Self-compassion and self-talk self-talk strategies can also complement a lot more of your traditional approaches to diet and exercise. So that is something to consider. So instead of berating yourself about making a mistake on your diet plan or overeating that night, kind of talk yourself through, we're going to get through this. This was just one little back step. Let's keep going forward. Distant self-talk provides psychological distance and affords us self-control. It shifts our focus away from the features of highly arousing stimulus and toward those characteristics that are more compatible with what our goal is. For example, in case of someone trying to lose weight, asking oneself, does John want that piece of chocolate cake, allows one to focus more on the goals rather than the desire for the chocolate cake. Now, I don't know if I would consider that help or not. But I do find it interesting that in this study of these participants and what they call the self-talk, distant talk, they actually had dieters and non-dieters put into one of two conditions. One was a healthy video condition where they watched 2-minute video that emphasized eating healthy, exercising, and maintaining an active lifestyle, or a controlled condition where participants watched a home improvement commercial. Videos were followed by a food choice task where participants were told to choose between healthy foods, fruits, vegetables, grilled chicken, and unhealthy foods, chips, candy, baked goods, and fried foods. Participants were instructed to either think about their decision using distant self-talk, which is the example, Jane, do you want that? Or in the first person, what do I want? Results showed that dieters chose fewer unhealthy foods when in the distant self-talk condition, suggesting that it enhances the pursuit of higher order goals by enabling you to focus more on relevant, abstract stimuli than yourself. I found that very interesting. And some of the things that they talk about are such as this. After you've had, let's say you've been out, you've exercised really well that day, you go out to dinner with friends, and you have that piece of cake. So you get upset, you throw in the towel, and you say to yourself, I'm weak and I'm lazy. So instead of thinking of this as a failure, should take the opportunity for self-compassion and that distant self-talk. So I do find this whole idea of self-talk kind of interesting. I don't know what I would think of if I was in a restaurant, I'm looking at the menu, and I would say, Jane, what do you want? Don't think that would go over well. But, I can see how it will help because you are actually really discussing to yourself what you're doing. It's that self-talk that can make or break us in any situation. To the point of even this. We're in traffic. Somebody whizzes by us, blowing their horn at us, flipping us the finger. We do that self-talk. Do I give back the finger? Do I yell at them? Do I scream at them? Or do I try to catch up to them and run them off the road? Those are some instances where in our brain we're already doing self-talk. So self-talk can help you with that, but the main thing is if we're a little bit more compassionate with ourselves, we can forgive ourselves for making those mistakes and just pick our feet up and get back on the wagon, whatever you want to call it. Get back into your calorie deficit, your diet, your eating plan, whatever you want to call it, to get back onto that scheduler towards your goals. Weight loss journey can be one of the most difficult, but it is one of the most rewarding. So don't give up if you're on it, no matter what. And try to be a little more compassionate with yourself and with your brain. All right, guys, that is it for today. I'll see you again tomorrow or another day. Everybody have a great week. Bye.